Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. The newest feature of Taco officially launched today. It dropped 2 days ago. You could open packs yesterday, and now you can officially use the Automators in Brigade. And what we're going to do in today's video is show you how to do it. All right, so first of all, there's some packs available. You can get them on the secondary market. Even as of right this second, you can still get some of the small packs off of the NFT for drops, but they're going to end that soon. So depending on when you watch this, you may only be able to get them on the secondary market. And I did a whole video on that sale itself, so I'm not going to dive too much into that, but I wanted to go ahead and show you a couple things that are involved in it. First of all, how do you get to it? Well, Automators are really an accessory for Brigade. So when you're in Taco, and again, there will be a link in the description on how to get to Taco, you go ahead to Brigade, and you're going to see a slight difference in here. If you've been to this screen before, you see this button right here, this yellow button. That's where the Automators go. So it's as simple as going ahead and clicking on that. It's going to show you a brand new screen here, and it's going to show you, it's broken into 3 sections, technically 4 sections. You have the top here, which is what you're collecting, what the Automators are producing, and they're producing every 4 hours. And essentially, they did post a schedule on the Discord. So starting at 12 UTC every single day, well, technically starting at 0 UTC, every single day, every 4 hours, they're going to go ahead and automate and produce Shing for you. It may take 10 minutes or so for it to actually get to your account. So if it doesn't happen right there at 12 UTC or 16 UTC, 1600 UTC, don't get nervous. Give it about 10 minutes and then it should be in your account. That's the top section here. In the middle here, it really shows your energy. Every single one of these Automators uses energy every 4 hours. So when they work, they use essentially 6 energy, which equates to 0.1. I think it's 0.1 or 0.01. Let's take a look here. 0.01 Omnicoin, which is the new token for Taco. So while I'm here, there are 6 different rarities for your Automators. I covered this in the initial video, but wanted to show you. There is a significant advantage for having higher rarity. The nice thing about these Automators is you could have 1 million of them. There's not 1 million available, but if you had 1 million of them, you could go ahead and use all of the Automators that you have. It's not limited. There's no cap to it. The challenge that happens is, depending on how much of the Omnicoin you are producing or willing to buy, will limit how many you can actually go ahead and use. And as you have a higher rarity, you're actually going to be able to produce more and use less token. For example, if you have a mythic, it's going to give you a power of 20, but still going to use the same amount of Omnicoin as a common that only has the power of 4. So it's a huge advantage to go ahead and see if you can get the higher rarities. There's packs available. I covered all the odds in the packs. It was, I think, like a 4 or 5% chance of getting anything epic or above. Everything else was common and uncommon. I fell in with the stats. Out of the 3 packs that I opened, including a whale pack, I got all commons and uncommons except for one exception to that, which happened to be a legendary, so I was super pumped to get that. But the rest of them were commons and uncommons. So you can see that that legendary that I got has a 14 power compared to the 4 or 6 power, so it's going to produce quite a bit more. All right, jumping back in here, let's go through the bottom part. It shows you how many you have assigned. Currently I have 6 assigned with a total power of 44, so I have 1 legendary and 5 uncommon assigned. I'm going to go ahead and assign a few more today just to show you how to do it. And then it shows you how many are unassigned. They're staked, but they're not assigned yet, and then you just have the stake. So it gets a little confusing here. Let me go through this again. Unassigned are Automators that are staked but not assigned. Staked is just how many you have in there that are staked, whether they're assigned or not assigned. Assigned means they're staked and assigned to a venue, and the power is just the total power of everything that you have there. And then the bottom section here is really how you go ahead and stake them and assign them to different venues. And you can have if you have, for example, I have 6 here, you can have them all assigned to 6 different venues. It's completely up to you and your discretion. So you again, let's recap that. You have no cap to the number of automators you can use, and they can be assigned to any and all venues that you want, but each automator can only have one venue. All right, so let's go ahead and talk through the process. Say you have 3 automators that you want to go ahead and put in the game. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click on Stake Automators. That's going to give you the option. This shows you the ones that I have staked. You can see that here. There are 6 there. But then you want to go ahead and click on this button up here to stake your automators. This is basically going to take it from your Wax wallet and put it into the Brigade game. So you see I have 3 here that I can go ahead and stake. You can either click on one, or you can go ahead and check all 3. I'm going to do all 3 for the sake of time. And then it's going to go ahead and put them in game. It's going to make sure I authenticate it. And then now it's in the game. So if I go ahead and click out of this and check here, you're going to see that I now have 3 that are unassigned and I have 9 staked. So they're now in the game. They're just not being used yet. All right, so it does show up here that I have 9. It's going to cost me 9 if all 9 of them are actually work. If only 6 of them that are signed right now work, it's only going to charge me 6 energy. So let's go ahead and assign the automators to different venues by clicking on Assign. And this is going to show all the venues that are eligible for using the automators. And what you're going to see here is you're going to see, for example, the Game Changers. I have 3 automators assigned there, and my total power there is 18. I also have automators assigned to Shingland, which has dropped considerably. The one thing that you'll have to keep in mind, this is how much tokens they have available to give out. As you progress through the day, that decreases, and at 0 UTC, I think it's 0 UTC, that refreshes, that goes back up. So you'll see as we go through the day, your production's lower unless you're switching between venues. If you stay in the same venue the entire day, you'll see your production overall decrease. When I assigned these, Shingland was actually the highest. It was over 600,000. There are a lot of people in here, so it's now down to 89,000. So if I keep these in here for the rest of the day, I'm not going to get a lot of production. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all, I'm not going to assign any more automators here. So let's go back to unfiltered, and what I'm going to do is I'll assign them here just because it does have the highest rate, and I'll keep an eye on it. Actually, I'm going to assign 1 here and 2 here to Cozy. So let's go ahead and click on one. You click on the venue. It shows you the ones that are currently unassigned. It also shows you the ones that are assigned to other venues. For the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and click on this one and assign here. That's going to assign that one automator to that one venue, since I only clicked on one of them. And now we'll go ahead and click back, and you'll see now I have 1 assigned, 6 power there. Let's go here and let's go ahead and assign 2. And these are the last 2 that I have unassigned. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And you go ahead and click on approve, and you are good to go. Now that, it's waiting for confirmation. I jumped a little bit too early there. So let's go ahead back here, and you'll see now I have 2 assigned here. All right, that's how easy it is to assign automators. As I mentioned earlier, you're gonna wanna keep an eye on this. Check them before every 4-hour increments, just to make sure you don't have anything like I do with Shingland. If you happen to see that you do have some issues where the revenue, or basically the pool that has the Shing in there, has dropped considerably and you want to remove some of yours, go ahead and click on here, and it's going to show you the ones that I have assigned here. So you'll see I have 1 legendary and 2 uncommons. So let's go ahead and click back. Maybe I want to go ahead and move them to a different venue that has a lot more, currently has a lot more in its pool. What I'm going to do is go ahead and assign them to here. So let me scroll down, look for my legendaries, which is assigned to Shingland. And go ahead and let me see what else I have in Shingland. Plate Pal and the Brew Buddy. Click on those, click on assign, and they're going to now move from Shingland over to this venue. So you'll now see that I can go ahead and I have 4 assigned here because the pool's higher. I have 32 power. So the next time this is processed, I should get a lot more. So you're going to keep seeing people moving their automators around to try and get the most rewards for them. It's a good strategy. Don't just keep it in one venue, especially if the pool gets super depleted like you saw there. Just to give you an idea of some of the rewards that you'll get. Remember, I had a power of 44 when we started this video. So the first increment of this, or the first work process, I ended up getting 4,400 Shing. The second time, I ended up only getting 1,300, and that's mostly because I had a lot of power in the Shing land, which was depleted. So if I would have shifted around, I should still be able to get some good stuff. So just keep an eye on that. That's how you use it. If you want to go ahead and remove them for one reason or another, you can just go into the stake automators and unstake them, and that'll remove them from the game, so it'll go back into your wallet. And you can either send them to a friend or you can sell them. It's completely up to you. And what are my thoughts on this? It's a nice addition to Brigade. Brigade, you have to go ahead and click on it every 3 hours. For the automators, they're automatic. They click for themselves every 4 hours. Just keep an eye on the venues. But if you want to just go ahead and let them be automated and get what you get, that's fine also. The one thing that you'll have to also notice with this, and this is more of on the Brigade side, you'll notice that all the venues in here now have a fee. Oh, it's not going to show here. Let me show it through here. They all have a fee of 25%. In order to be able to use automators, they had to increase their fee. So if you're playing Brigade, you might want to check your venue. So you can go ahead and switch it to a place that has a high pull and a low fee. I switched it to this one. I had mine in Shingland because they were at 5%. They jumped into the automator side. So I went ahead and switched to that. So a little pro tip there. Make sure you check your Brigade and you switch to a lower fee option. It can be different than your automators. I hope you all enjoy this video. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, any suggestions, anything I missed. I'd love to hear it. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.